Well, Sikh groups want the Indian consulates in Toronto and Vancouver to be shut down in response to shocking allegations made against India's government. CTV's Scott Hurst joins us live with the latest on this story. So, Scott, bring us up to date on the latest tensions between Canada and India for those who haven't been paying attention.
Good morning, Jamie. This is an incredible diplomatic clash, extraordinary, playing out quite publicly with serious geopolitical ramifications and making headlines both here and in India. Of course, this is a deepening divide and the fallout from a day after Canada announcing it is expelling 6 Indian diplomats, including the High Commissioner in India, in retaliation, expelling 6 of our diplomats as well. The RCMP alleging these people played a role in homicides, extortion, and other violent acts on Canadian soil. Now, the Canadian government is also trying to reassure the business community that the tensions won't affect trade. In fact, billions of dollars goes back and forth every year. Canada exports more than $5 billion worth of goods to India and imports just over $8 billion from India. Now, representatives from a British Columbia Sikh temple where Hardeep Singh Nijjar was gunned down last year and the Sikh independence group he was involved in are calling for much more action against India from the government of Canada, demanding India's consulates in Vancouver and Toronto be shut down. Only then, they say, Jamie, their communities might feel a better sense of safety and security in light of all of the back and forth that's been going on between Canada and India.
Talk about what's at stake here, how this could potentially, impact trade relations between our two countries. And let's face it, we have a huge, trade agreements, and we deal with so much with the Indian economy. How could this potentially be impacted?
Jamie, there are potential impacts in the billions of dollars with the trade that goes back and forth, but also significant geopolitical ramifications as well. And we are hearing from our neighbors to the south, the U.S. State Department refusing to directly criticize India in the wake of Canada's announcement that it is expelling 6 Indian diplomats. So not an all-out show of support for Canada's very public position or a condemnation of the Indian government, but the U.S. State Department did reinforce its position that India should be cooperating with Canadian authorities. Here's more from the U.S. State Department on the issue between Canada and India and how it's watching it.
When it comes to the Canadian matter, we have made clear that the allegations are extremely serious, and they need to be taken seriously, and we wanted to see the government of India cooperate with Canada in its investigation. Obviously, they have not chosen that path.
And Jamie, that comment from the U.S. State Department as an Indian delegation traveled to Washington, D.C. as the U.S. is applying its own diplomatic pressure as part of an ongoing investigation into a foiled murder plot in New York, where U.S. authorities claim India had a direct hand in that. And in that case, the Indian government tells the U.S. it is taking the matter seriously, but denies any direct involvement in that issue. So quite a lot of geopolitical ramifications, Jamie, between our allies and also potential trade implications worth billions of dollars at stake.
We appreciate the update. CTV's Scott Hurst, thank you.